Swaziland is a small, independent nation east of South Africa. This beautiful country is home to 1.2 million people. But if you look beyond its natural beauty, it's also a nation with some deep-rooted problems. In 2013, Leo and Jilbaan moved to live there, with the intention to bring the good news of Jesus. But how? He asked permission to visit the inmates of a notorious prison, and to his surprise, he got it. He was faced with an overcrowded, noisy and violent place. Gangs were ruling the place.
The first time I went to the prison, it was you had lots of gangs in there. There were a lot of swearing between the prisoners and between the wardens. The situation was very, very tense at that time. It was overcrowding, there was a lot of noise. It was a different place altogether.
Leo kept going back to build relationship with the inmates. Friendships were made and people responded to the word of God.
So from there I went back every week. We started to share the gospel. We got Bibles for the prisoners in their own language. And after many months, the whole atmosphere has changed. At the end of the year, there were no gangs left. You could not hear one word of swearing, not from the prisoners, not from the wardens. The whole atmosphere changed. They told me that in the afternoon, if you go in the afternoon, you will see prisoners who had a Bible doing Bible study with the people who didn't have the Bible. The gospel has changed the atmosphere in the prison.
Swaziland is considered to be the epicenter of the AIDS pandemic. More than half of the population is under the age of 20, and most of them are considered at an exceptional high risk of getting AIDS. These are the highest numbers anywhere in the world, and very few people have access to treatment drugs. A major factor is having multiple sexual partners, even at a young age.
We have started a sexual purity program in Swaziland, where we teach the young children about sexual behavior, about relationships, about marriage. Basically, we all do it from a biblical point of view, because the Bible gives good guidelines for this. And one of the things what we said is that your behavior is based on what you believe. So if you believe that you can have sex before marriage, you will behave like that, and then you will behave like a fool. The program has resulted in many behavior changes of young people. Many people, they have break that cycle where they were in. So the cycle of impurity, they have changed that. You've got young girls, they say now, hey, this is my body. Nobody's going to touch my body but the one who put a ring on my finger. So this program has resulted in very positively in Swaziland, and we will continue to do that. We go to schools, we go to communities, we share this, but when we do it, the youngsters, they are doing it themselves as well.
This comic book, Jesus Messiah, produced by the Dutch artist Willem de Vink, has been translated into a local language as well.
One of the problems we have in Swaziland is it's very, very difficult to get a Bible in this country. So we have translated the book of Jesus Messiah, the man who changes the world and who changes Swaziland. A very beautiful book. It has gone all over Swaziland, to organizations, to police stations, to schools, everywhere. The impact of this book has been so enormous, and it is so beautifully done. The whole book, even if you can't read, you can still follow the story. So basically you have the whole gospel presented to anybody in Swaziland in such a beautiful way that it is very attractive, but it speaks to people as well. I even heard that people were saying, Now Jesus is one of us because he speaks our language. And that is what Jesus Messiah is doing. And we are very privileged, Swaziland is very privileged to have this book available in such a massive numbers.